Hey there friends, I'm Todd, or Tales of Taylor for Long, and I have a few things that I want to say about the establishment GameStop. Now by no means am I a ranter. I am not a professional complainer. I'm more of a person that enjoys looking at the bright side of things, so that is something that I will do in this video. I will say some things that are really nice about GameStop. Mainly, this video is most of the negative aspects about the company and what I dislike about it, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with the points that I have to make. There are some videos already online and on YouTube about GameStop and complaining about either their employees or the establishment, etc. But there were some things that weren't brought to attention. This video isn't for people who don't really care about GameStop or really care about video games or anything like that. This is for the people who obviously want to hear about the establishment of GameStop, my opinion on it, and of course if you're a lover of video games, you will probably enjoy this video. So some of the things I'll be covering in this video are their website and their online store, their wrongdoings with retro video gaming, the employees of the stores, what I understand about the company, and obviously we'll talk about their trash and the stuff that they end up throwing out and what they field destroy. And I'll start by talking about what I understand about the employees. I understand that they are customer service, and you need to understand that too, that most of the employees that you run into in GameStop are not gamers, they're customer service. And I understand that they need to upsell products. So I'm not going to be ranting about, oh, are you a pro member? Are you know, that's typical. That's with any store. You go into Best Buy, are you a rewards member? It's not a big thing to complain about, which I've heard so many people complain about. Any business or establishment that you walk into, they're gonna bother you about that. It's the employee's job, and I understand because I've worked customer service way too much. I understand why businesses such as GameStop insist that you pre-order the latest game. The employees need to make their boss happy. It is their job. It's all about money. And like any business, they want your money. They aren't selling to gamers. They're selling to the parents and the people who don't know what to buy. And with that said, this rant, again, it's not about, oh no, GameStop tried to upsell me a product and forced me to become a pro member. No, it's about much more and a deeper look into things and the things that I just strongly dislike about the company. So we'll start by talking about the website and their online store. Recently, I purchased Final Fantasy VIII for I think around $7. It's now listed for $9.99 I see on their website, but I know for a fact that I bought it for about $7, which was amazing. Now, when you buy something on their online store, you never know what you're going to get. Yes, the discs will usually look very nice because they just buffed the discs, but the way I received mine were in a Ziploc bag. And I don't know why, I just didn't like it. Holy crap, they have so many cases. So many empty cases that they could have put each disc into an empty case. The box was definitely big enough to have empty cases inside of it, or, you know, for each disc of Final Fantasy VIII to be inside each empty case. GameStop has their own brand of cases, and GameStop throws out every single night plenty of video game cases to save room on their shelves or anything of that sort. So why on earth am I receiving these games in a Ziploc bag? I know that's not a huge thing to complain about, but hear me out. As a gamer, and I'm going to sound super nerdy saying this, as a gamer, I love to have my games complete in their box or complete in their case with their manual. And I'm sure if you're a gamer too, you completely understand this. Like, you know, manuals and video game cases they're part of video game history. They're the art of the game. It's just a really good feeling to have your game complete in case, complete in box. So when I received these discs of Final Fantasy VIII, I just ended up giving them away to a fellow diver who ended up giving me some games in return. Because already the game was cheap enough, so I can't complain about the price. Some of their online prices are actually very nice. For your information, you can actually buy some really great DS gems on their website. You can buy some really nice DS and 3DS gems, some pretty harder to find games for a very good price. But again, you do not know whether or not you're getting this game complete in box or just the cart or the disc. And what I mean by cart is like mainly DS and 3DS games, because I'm never going to buy a cart of a retro game off of their website. And which brings me to my next point, is their retro video games. When you buy a retro video game from them, there can be sticker damage writing on the cart like, permanent marker, because a lot of kids, we did that as kids. We wrote on our Super Nintendo games, on our NES games, for some reason. Why do we do that? To make sure that was our cart, that was ours. But anyways, they will sell you these for the exact same price. I can buy, for example, Super Mario 64, one that looks pristine, beautiful, absolutely nice. The casing is in beautiful shape. The sticker isn't damaged at all. I can get that for the same price as one that looks decrepit, one that looks like they got it from the trash, the sticker's ripped off. There are some that have been sold with no sticker, and that's absolutely ridiculous. There's a lot of people who have bought retro video games from GameStop's online store and not received the correct game. You want to know why? Because people will put fake labels over them and sell them to the stores. And when you sell them to a store, these GameStop stores have no means of testing that game. I could sell them Earthbound, and I'm putting that in quotations, Earthbound, but really it's a football game, but I put an Earthbound sticker over it, a reproduction sticker over this football game to make it look like I'm selling Earthbound to them, which is gonna make me, I'm gonna pocket some nice money. But then someone is going to buy that on their online store and get screwed over. And of course the company is going to buy them. Of course the stores are going to buy them. They have no means of testing N64 or Super Nintendo or NES games in the stores, which is ridiculous. Why? These employees are not trained to look for and identify fake reproduction carts. Here's something absolutely disgusting that you can do this right now. And this is terrible. You can buy reproduction Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, whatever. You can buy Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You can buy reproduction carts of them from China on eBay for a very cheap price, which is not right. You can buy them from China, and you can resell them to GameStop for a profit. Because GameStop buys each Pokemon game for around $20 to $22, I think it is. You can actually look up on their website how much they buy any game for. So that is a nice little fun fact for you. In case you didn't know, before you go and sell your games to GameStop, look up how much they buy them for online, because a lot of your games may end up being just worth 50 cents, or you might find out, hey, this store buys this game for $11. That's not that bad. But it's absolutely terrifying that you can end up buying a reproduction cart from their online store, or even inside of their store, and the employees wouldn't know. The employees can't identify fake carts because they're customer service. They are not gamers. Most of them, at least. And I've made some relationships with a lot of GameStop employees, which are really cool people. And a lot of them, like I said, they're gamers and they love gaming. But in the same breath, for every gamer that works at GameStop, there's always a person who's customer service who isn't really into gaming that much. I mean, I could work at freaking Hollister and hate their clothes, but I mean, I work at Hollister. I can hate video games and work at GameStop. It's a customer service gig. Going back to the topic of retro video gaming, GameStop doesn't care whether or not your game is complete in box or not. So say I sold them Yoshi on the NES, and this is, I'm referring to a video from I Will Always Love Video Games. Really great guys. You guys should check them out. They have a video where they went dumpster diving and found Yoshi, the NES box with the sleeve, and I'm pretty sure the manual is in there as well. N64 boxes and manuals and inserts in GameStop's trash. Now, the games weren't in there because someone sold them to the store, but the store doesn't care about the box. They don't need the box. That's extra stuff for them to put online. There's no means for that. They just want the carts. They threw away the boxes. They threw away video game history. And again, I know that I sound like a huge nerd, but having a game complete in box can make the price skyrocket. And I'm not kidding. So the fact that these employees threw out boxes of NES games is absolutely disgusting, because this is retro video games we're talking about. These things are not made anymore. They're getting harder and harder to find, and they're just tossed in the trash like nothing. It sucks because I'm seeing these things thrown in the trash. And this is from a store that is surrounded by video games. They make their profit by selling video games. They are a video game store. So why don't they care about video games? Now, going back to, finding something in the trash, especially retro video game merchandise, can you imagine being an employee of a video game store and tossing out games and breaking games, cutting games? I could not do that. That is the opposite of what that store should stand for. One of the worst things that you'll find in the trash, if you've ever gone dumpster diving behind a GameStop, or if you've seen the videos about it, you know what they throw away. Now, say you walk into a GameStop and you see this beautiful huge Final Fantasy 15 stand. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks really nice. It's a 3D pop-out stand. It's almost just as tall as you, and there's no way of buying this thing. Here's something that's great about their store. You can ask the employees for the posters that they hang out on the walls for their store displays, because they end up throwing them away anyway. They'll put your name on those things and they'll call you when they're about to throw it out, and you can get it for free. It costs you nothing. How amazing is that? That's one great thing that I love about their store. But if nobody claims these items, they just throw them in the trash. And it's really sad, because Fig915 recently found a Final Fantasy 15 stand. We found a huge Overwatch display stand sealed in the box. They didn't even build this thing because their store was too small to have the display in their store, so they threw it out. That is freaking insane. We also found a huge Mafia 3 light up stand that makes sounds. That was sealed in the box. A huge Lego Star Wars stand, sealed in the box. And these items, now the reason I'm making this into a big deal, these items you can only get if you own a store, if you own a business, because these are promotional items. The only way to get these items, those things are made for GameStops. Most of the time. There will be some that you'll see in Best Buy and some that you'll sometimes see in Target and stuff like that. But most of these promotional items are made for GameStop. So either you ask the employees for these things, and if they don't give them to you or whatever, they're going to be thrown in the trash unless an employee ends up taking it. Or you wait for them to throw them away. And that is the only way you're going to get some of these amazing, original, one-of-a-kind items. Well, they're not one-of-a-kind. There's probably several hundreds or several thousands made. And at the end of the time where they don't need to promote the item anymore, it's in the trash. They throw it away. I have a huge Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D stand in my room. It's huge, and it's absolutely beautiful. I have something that most Zelda collectors will never even dream of having. You can't really find them online. I think I've seen it online once. These are very rare things. Recently we went to Retropalooza and we had a booth. We built a World of Warcraft Legion stand. Thank you, Fig915, for helping us build that. We built this and we put it in front of our table to kind of bring customers in and stuff like that. We sold it for $50. Now, holy crap, that's really cheap, because that thing was selling online for $150, and that stand is one of a kind. I mean, you're not going to find it anywhere, and now that they're gone, because they're not promoting Legion anymore, it's gone. It's in the trash. They're all thrown away, they're all destroyed, or they're all taken by either employees, people who picked them up at the stores, or people who got them from the dumpster. Now, we obviously got ours from the trash, and it was sealed. This item was not opened. We opened it brand new and built the stand as it was, and then we ended up selling it to a customer at our booth. Now that pretty much covers the big things that they end up throwing out. Something that a good dive friend of mine found, Damien, great diver, he finds a bunch of amazing stuff. Damien found a box, a promotional box for Gears of War 4, which is not out yet at this time. It might be out at the time of this video comes out. But anyways, Gears of War 4. When you pre-order the game, you're supposed to get like this card pack, this pack of cards. Damien found the box full of like 30 packs of cards, of these sealed card packs, and the only way he could have gotten that many was by either pre-ordering all of those or like buying basically every single one of those card packs. And the card packs, he had them before the game was out, which made them incredibly valuable. He ended up selling the whole box for like $80, which was still, which was an amazing price, because each of those packs alone was worth between $10 and $20. And I think people were selling them with the lanyards that came in the box too. Plus the box was just really nice itself. It was just a promotional Gears of War 4 box. I ended up giving my Gears of War 4 box that we found diving to Scott Squatch, because I know that he wanted it, and he gave me a pretty decent deal on Castle of Shikigami 3 for the Wii, which was a Wii game that I don't have. Collecting every Wii game, I'm not smart. Pretty decent deal. I kind of wish he just gave me the game, because he had so much stuff, but you know what, Scott Squatch, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Let's go back into the video games. Sealed video games and video games that work are thrown away in the dumpster. Why? Why are systems also thrown away in the dumpster? The last system that I found, which was not recorded on video, was a PlayStation 3 inside of a shoebox with a controller that had a huge tap-out sticker on it. And I guess maybe they didn't take it in because the tap-out sticker was on it and the PS3 controller actually did not work, but the PS3 worked without a problem at all. They didn't format the PS3 either. It was, I'm really surprised that they threw that out and it worked. But why are we finding these things? There's a lot of different questions and a lot of different answers as to why. Again, I want to come back to why are employees of a game store, a video game store that basically thrives on selling video games, why are their employees throwing out video games and video game products and video game systems? These are things that people can walk into the store and buy when you can really just get them for free if you want to get a little bit greasy. And I will go ahead and say this about dumpster diving. Dumpster diving, everyone has this freaking idea that dumpster diving is only made for homeless people, that you're only supposed to do it for food and if you're a disgusting person. But no, dumpster diving is not as dirty as it looks or as it seems, because you automatically think of a dumpster and you're like, oh my god, that's disgusting. But no, you'll probably end up getting more germs by touching a car seat, a doorknob, a faucet sink handle. Things of that sort are a lot more germier than a dumpster. Unless, of course, you're dumpster diving in a dumpster that is GameStop's, but it's shared with a food store, like a Chinese restaurant or something like that, because those dumpsters can be absolutely disgusting. But who would have thought dumpster diving is not that gross? I know. Trust me. I know for a fact, if there's anyone in the world that should know, it should be me, because I've made countless videos on dumpster diving, and it's not as bad as it seems, really. If you really think about it, every GameStop in the United States combined throws out thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of merchandise and products every single night. Just think about that for a second. But again, if you're not a gamer, it doesn't really affect you, but it affects us in the gaming community. For them to throw out retro products, for them to sell retro products at these insane prices and throw out the boxes is disgusting. For them to throw out promotional items and standees and things of that sort without even opening them, they should just put them out front. People will take them, trust me. People go into your stores because they're gamers. They want to find video games and buy video games. I shop at GameStop a lot, okay? I shop at GameStop a lot, so I feel like my opinion on their store and what I'm saying about it is justified. Because I shop there, I honestly go there a lot. I at least go there once or twice a week, which is a lot for one store. And why do I do that? Because I'm trying to collect every single Wii game, and they sell a lot of Wii games for like 98 cents, 89 cents sometimes. And with a pro membership, it's really cheap, and sometimes they have promotions, buy two, get one free. Sometimes I'll get really lucky and I'll find a rare DS game that they price a lot cheaper in their store than anyone would online. So that is why I shop at GameStop, because I can find some really great deals. And you can too. That's information for you too. If you at all are interested in really bad Wii games, which you probably aren't, or if you're interested in some pretty great DS gems, I don't know if you'll still find them. I have no idea. Some stores have them, and sometimes you'll just get lucky and you'll find a pretty rare DS game for an amazing price. You can even look up online on their website or even with the app and see if they have a GameStop near you that has that game that you want, like Nostalgia, Hoshigami. These are games like Children of Mana. These are games that they sell for, I think Children of Mana they actually sell for a higher price. But Elebits, a DS game, the DS game Elebits, they sell for like $1. That's amazing. That's amazing because that's a harder to find DS game. I know it's not like, whoa, holy crap, over the top, but these are games that I have to commend them for selling at a nice price. Because I guess they don't know. They don't know that a lot of these DS games are worth that much, and the DS is probably dying for them. I'm sure I know for a fact that we are upon the time where Wii and DS games are no longer going to be sold at their stores. And when it's not anymore, just like the PSP games, they're going to throw them all away. Either that or they're, of course, going to send them back to their headquarters, but I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of games in the dumpster soon. And that's when they start announcing, hey, we're no longer taking in Wii games. Hey, we're no longer taking in DS games. So hey, look, I would say look out for that. My biggest concern, though, is obviously their employees. I would like for GameStop to train their employees to look out for reproduction carts. Because a reproduction cart, I mean, it's going to piss a lot of people off. If I end up buying a game online and it's the wrong game, and it's happened to a lot of people, it's happened already, and I'm going to be pissed if it ever happens to me. Because like I said, I'm an avid shopper there. I'm a rewards member because I think it's great. I think their credit card is not good. I don't get a GameStop credit card, but their rewards program is great. It doesn't cost that much. Honestly, if you shop there enough, your pro membership will be free anyway because you can use your points towards getting that. And honestly, a lot of people don't use their points, but you can go online or use the app and use your points for GameStop and get some pretty cool stuff, and it's free. It's all you have to do is just keep buying video games. With the stuff that I've bought, with a lot of the cheap stuff that I bought, I've accumulated lots of points. I always use them because I can get them for I can use a coupon and get like $15 off of a used game, which is great. See, I told you that I had some good things to say about the company. The rewards program, it's not that bad. Yes, is it annoying being hounded about it? Of course it is. Like, oh, what's your phone number? Oh, you're not a rewards member yet? Well, what the F? Why not? Like Best Buy, I know Best Buy's rewards program is actually pretty decent. I think it's like $100 for the year. If I bought video games from there, then yeah, I would totally do it because I know that I can end up saving money in the end. I'm never gonna not buy video games because that's my escape. Video games are my escape from reality. I love to take breaks from life and get into a new world and be immersed into a new RPG or an old video game or something nostalgic or something new. But pretty much that's everything I needed to say about the business, the kingdom tycoon of video games, GameStop. As I said, I understand customer service. I understand they need to upsell products and stuff like that. No, I'm not going to pre-order some game that I don't really care about. I'm only going to pre-order if there's something in it for me. And honestly, you don't even need to pre-order some of the games. The employees usually just give out that stuff for free. Yeah, I'm sure they're not supposed to, but they don't care. They're young kids like you and me. If I was a GameStop employee, I wouldn't really care about some of the stuff because I know that it's going to go into the trash anyways. Yeah, sure. Dude, here, take a freaking poster. Take a poster with you. Like, dude, they're going in the trash anyway. Dude, we have way too many. Take a poster. Take these Overwatch keychains that we give out for free for pre-ordering the game. Not that many people pre-ordered it, but we have like 20 extra back here. Like stuff like that. That's stuff that you can only get from like there's some cool pins, keychains, lanyards, stuff like that GameStop will end up receiving, and you can only get those things if you pre-order the game. Of course, a lot of people don't pre-order them, and if they don't receive all those pre-orders for all those products, those extra ones that they have, they go in the trash. So of course, that is why we dumpster dive. That is why we end up going and do that, to save those products, to save them from being thrown away. In a way, it's kind of like treasure hunting. You never know what you're going to get. You usually end up finding something all the time. We had a series where we went out 30 days in a row. We dumpster dive every night for 30 days, and we found something every single video. We went to different establishments as well. We didn't just go to GameStop, but of course, every single night we found something. And it was to basically prove that that stuff's out there. It's out there, and people are always like, oh, either dumpster diving's fake, or like, you know, oh, I'm never going to get lucky enough to find that stuff. No, dude, you're not going to get lucky. Just be persistent and do not give up. Why am I talking about dumpster diving now? Anyways, I don't even know if I got my point across or anything like that. This was pretty much unscripted. I just wanted to get all that off my chest, and I wanted to talk about the GameStop establishment and basically just say, hey, this is what I don't like about the store. And I hope you did agree with any of my points that I made. Of course, if you did disagree, please let me know down in the comments. I want to know your opinion as well. If you did like the video, please leave a like. And of course, if you haven't yet, you can always subscribe. I have a dumpster diving TV-esque show called Dive Time, and we're working on episode 9 right now, and it'll be out soon. We do some pretty cheesy weekly dive videos. We've been game hunting recently, stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around. I guess this was a little bit of a long video, and I apologize for that. But again, thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good, and smile for no reason. Everyone that I mentioned in this video will be down in the description if you want to check out their channels. Damien, Fig915, I Will Always Love Video Games. They are some awesome people. And yeah, they are all divers, but they also do a lot of other really cool things. And I guess with that being said, I guess I can also say the Bearded Diver, Dumpster Marcus, and D and Dave are also, oh, and okay, Chief 420 are also all great YouTubers. So if you guys want to check them out as well, I will leave them in the description. I just didn't want to leave those guys out. I love all of them. They're all great people.